Hello everyone, this is Kapil Sharma. Welcome to my channel Crack PMP. Today I am going to cover a very important topic that will help you to clear your PMP in very first attempt. Before moving to our topic, I would like to request to subscribe to this channel to get regular PMP videos and also to join us on Telegram and Facebook where I will be keep sharing PMP tips, notes which is going to help you in your preparation. And also to help to PMP test takers, I have created high quality PMP questions which are helping many PMP test takers to clear their PMP in very first attempt. So I have provided all the links in the description. You can check out. Now let's move on to our main topic. Today I am going to cover one of the most important topic, that is how to memorize 49 process. We all need to know all this in our PMP exam preparation. So how we can memorize all this in a sequence or in a logical way. So here I am going to share the tips that I have used to memorize all this. I used mnemonic method to memorize this in a sequential way. So mnemonic method is just making a logical connection between words. We will understand this in the next slide. And second tip is that I used simple logic just to get into the proper sequence. So let's understand. Here I will be using mnemonic method as well as simple logic. So we know the five processes. The five process is initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, and closing. We all of aware this. And on the knowledge area side, we all aware with the integration, scope, schedule, cost, quality, resource, communication, risk, procurement, and stakeholder. So we need to memorize all this in a sequence as well as in a we should be able to recall all this because many times we fail to recall all this. So just to understand all this, I have taken I from integration, S from scope, S from schedule, C from cost, Q from quality, I R from resource, C from communication, R from risk, P from procurement, S from stakeholder. I have clubbed this in 3 and 4, in 3 group, and last in 4 group. Now why I have done so? Because we need to visualize this word in a way that we can memorize all this. So I have created ISS. We can read this, we can visualize this in many ways. Maybe the place that you remember, maybe the organization that you remember, maybe anything that you can easy to recall. So you can remember CQR, CRPS, or you can simply remember ISS, CQR, CRPS, ISS, CQR, CRPS. So by this way, you can memorize all the knowledge areas in a sequential way, and there is nothing to memorize. Initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and control, and close. There is a simple logic. So by using mnemonic method, you can recall all the knowledge areas in a proper sequence. So let's understand what what are the insight in initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, and closing. So here I will be explaining a bit on initiation and planning. So In the initiation, in front of integration, there is develop project charter. So it is simple logic that we cannot start any project without creating the project charter. And what else we will do in the initiation phase? The next thing we will do, we will start finding out the people which are going to help us in the project. So the next step will certainly be identifying the stakeholders, identifying the people who are playing an important role during the project. So nothing else we will do in the initiation phase. So it is very clear that in front of integration, there will be develop project charter. In front of the stakeholder, there will be identifying the stakeholder. Now move on to the planning. So in the planning, obviously in front of integration, there will be develop project management plan, because we will not start our project without planning everything. We need to plan our cost, resource, quality, everything, just to keep everything in place. We need to plan everything well in advance. So the first thing will be planning the project management plan. Now, the next thing, what will be in scope management? What will be in schedule management? What will be in cost and quality resource? So here I have taken one example how you can memorize all the things which are in front of scope, schedule, cost, quality, and in the rest of the knowledge areas. So let's understand how we can memorize what is in scope management plan. So in front of project scope management plan, and in the planning vertical, in the 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, there is mention plan scope management. So when we are going to plan the scope, the very first thing that we will do, obviously we will plan how we are going to plan the things. The very first thing in any knowledge area, we will plan it. In schedule management, we will plan schedule management. In cost, we will plan cost management. In quality, we will plan quality management. So in the same way, in every knowledge area, first thing we will do, we will plan. Now now understand using the simple logic what we will do in the scope management next. Obviously, we will try to collect the requirement. What are the things that we need to do? What is inside the project? So we will start collecting the things. Once we have collected all the things, we will try to make a comprehension. We will try to make something which will define what we are going to do in our project. So in 5.3, the same thing that is there, defining the scope, what we are going to do. Now, defining a scope is a broader way. We need to broke down into small chunks, or in the portion that we can manage the things, because project is very vast, scope is very vast. Building a bridge is a very wide things that we need to carry out, but in making the bridge, we need to do some small activities. We need to break down into some small chunks that are easy to manage. So for the same way, in 5.4 we have created a WPS. So what we are using simple logic here, nothing else. So in the same way, we can use this in schedule, cost, quality, and in the rest of the knowledge areas. Now how we can master this? It is very obvious. I used to say, to master anything we need to practice. To master anything we need to practice. So write it down every day. Write it down every day till your exam. I'm sure in 10 to 15 days you will be master this. So practice this as much as you can. Understand this, understand the logic behind all the sequence, behind all the terms, and use mnemonic method wherever you can. So thanks for watching this.